Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now September 16th of 2021. Now, one particular TV show that a lot of Star Wars fans are truly looking forward to is the Book of Boba Fett by Robert Rodriguez, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni. Specifically because it's going to be all killer and no filler, as Robert actually told the fans a couple of days ago. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter if you guys want to go ahead and follow me at Mike01. I do actually post a couple of entertaining things from time to time. If you guys want to go ahead and check me out on there, you guys can go ahead and do so if you would like to. Now, we're in a very interesting position right now because we're getting closer to October. What's the big deal about October? Well, that's the exact month in which we're going to be getting that full-length trailer for the Boba Fett TV series that's going to give fans exactly the big tease that we all want to see of exactly how Robert Rodriguez is going to be treating that show with non-stop action. So I think that, this is a necessity for them to market this thing correctly in order for it to succeed once it drops by this December. Apart from all of that, when we actually saw the very ending of Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans got very excited about Luke Skywalker's entrance, right? His big, glorified cameo, right? At the very end of the show, where he picks up Grogu and leaves with R2-D2, right? Never to be seen after that. As we go into Season 3, which by the way is being filmed, it's getting ready to actually do extensive, of course, principal photography very soon. They're doing a couple of pre-stuff right now, but mid, of course, September, which we're basically in right now, is when the real stuff is going to pick up. So, with that being said, we also know that Jon and Dave are also working a little bit on the Kenobi TV series. They have somewhat of a role on that show. What's all the more exciting is exactly what Hayden Christensen, the actor, of course, who portrayed Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader, what he had to say about the actual TV show and his character. So, like Star Wars Ahsoka and The Mandalorian Season 3, of course, they are also preparing for the Book of Boba Fett that is due for a release this December that will take the fans into adventures between Empire and the Mandalorian TV series. However, one show that fans are truly looking forward to is the Kenobi TV show, which brings back, of course, actor Hayden Christensen into the spotlight that will focus on his return as Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader in various ways. Now, however, in a recent interview with actor Hayden Christensen, he was able to unveil exciting things about the series and his character in very unexpected ways for the fandom to actually hear. Now, Hayden went on to state that when you watch the show, which I believe fans are going to be thrown things that they have never seen in Star Wars, you are going to see this brand new side to Darth Vader, this very different side to him that is really going to capture the audience and be greatly emotional. Now, the scenes that I had to show, of course, and shoot with Ewan McGregor, of course, not just but with Ewan, but with other actors, but just with myself, took tons of time and effort because of how much emotion we put into the show. You are going to see Vader's thought patterns, and you are also going to see this new connection to the already existing Star Wars lore of Vader going on quests to discover hidden secrets about his friendships from the past. Hayden at one point in time was questioned if the friendships had anything to do with characters, for example, like Ahsoka Tano. Hayden eventually laughed and states that, well, actually you will be surprised of this new connection between Vader and Ahsoka that will be explored in the show, but I will stop and leave it at that until it drops soon. Hayden continues to say that myself and Ewan really spent countless hours training for this new lightsaber battle, It was like a thrill not to just be back, but to also be doing something completely new that is really going to evolve what fans would describe as a traditional saber duel in Star Wars. So let me just stop right here for a second. Now, this most likely alludes to the fight sequence that Ewan McGregor briefly talked about of how this is going to be an epic showdown between himself and Vader, and it's really going to be quite something, he said. It's going to be a legendary sequence that fans are not even expecting to see. Expect the unexpected. Moving on. Now, Hayden also reveals, if you are familiar with those Vader comics, I actually suggest that you read them, he states, because it's going to give you an idea of how we use Vader in the series and where he is actually going. This is not just a show about Obi-Wan. I want to make this as clear as possible. This is a story about two friends going completely different ways in their lives, and where they have been for the past number of years after Episode 3. George Lucas helped me get back into the suit and even helped me with some of the choreography and the fight scenes. And I think I just brought back so many good memories from 2004 when I was still filming Revenge of the Sith. It's like a dream, it does not feel real for me, and I am truly honored to be back as Darth Vader. Now, the thing about what Hayden said here is a very interesting thing to be aware of. He states that you should not miss out on the Vader comics. Go ahead and read the Vader comics, guys. I think that you're going to love them, especially if you're into the comics. That's, of course, important. You got to be into that type of thing. The comics really do dive so deep into Vader's life, and you really do get to see different angles to his character that you would have never seen if you just strictly watch the movies. It kind of gives this different layer to the character that makes you feel a little bit more for him, and you can see this innocence within him still. But it's not just that. It's all about his quest for Padme. It's all about the quest for Sith lore, learning more about the dark side. I mean, I'm trying to not give anything away. Those comics I think you're going to really enjoy, and the fact that Deborah Chow and the writers of Obi-Wan Kenobi really are using the Vader comics as a great piece of source material, I think that's truly inspiring, because if you look at the Disney canon, I believe that's the best part of the Disney canon. The Vader comics actually really did pay off. Now, I'm not gonna, lie to you guys. There is a point in time in the Vader comics where it kind of dropped off. It got a little weird, and it made me question myself, is this really going in the right direction? I will say that. But the majority of them really does give you a great sense of where things are going. The other thing is this. I really want to actually find out what this new connection is between Vader and Ahsoka. The fact that that is, in fact, going to be explored in some way, shape, or form in, of course, the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. It really does make you wonder, is Ahsoka Tano going to have some form of a cameo in the Kenobi TV show? We haven't heard anything yet, but it could be something around those lines. Apart from that, it could very well have something to do with flashbacks. Absolutely. We already know that there are going to be flashbacks of Obi-Wan Kenobi and, of course, Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars. So there were scenes filmed for both Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting during the Clone Wars, giving us a little bit of a throwback to that era, except in live-action form. This could absolutely be the way of what Hayden Christensen meant when he actually said that there's going to be a new connection between these two characters. Meaning, it could very well be as simple as seeing Ahsoka and Anakin in the Clone Wars, except now in live-action form. Very much possible, and it's very exciting to think about. So, obviously, I think that Hayden is pretty much talking a bit more about his role as Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader, and the overall new TV show. It seems like that they really want to get the ball rolling on the marketing of this TV series, since it is going to be released by sometime in 2022. So keep your eyes open, because this December we're going to be getting an actual trailer for the Kenobi TV show, or a little tease even by November. It's said that we might even see some footage during November when they make those major announcements of the brand new Star Wars TV shows and movies by Disney CEO Bob Chapek. So yeah, guys, apart from all of that, let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.